Alright guys, gather around, because what I'm about to tell you might just save your engine and your wallet. Let me start with a quick story. A customer rolled into my garage a few months ago with a clean, shiny BMW 3 Series, barely 60,000 miles on it. The owner looked stressed. He said, "Mate, it's been idling rough, burning fuel like crazy, and the check engine light's been haunting me for weeks. Now I've heard that story 100 times. I plug in the scanner, and what do I see? Fuel injector misfire on cylinder 3. Classic. So we pop the hood, and the injectors are so gummed up they might as well have been glued shut. The guy had been using regular fuel, skipping his maintenance, and relying on the hope that premium gas alone could clean things out. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Long story short, he ended up paying close to 1,200 euros for a replacement set and labor. And let me tell you, that pain on his face when I handed him the bill, you don't want to feel that. Here's the thing though, that entire mess could have been avoided with the simple fuel injector cleaning, something that costs less than a takeaway dinner if you do it right. That's exactly what today's video is about. How to clean your fuel injectors properly using both DIY and pro-level methods, and how to keep them spotless so you never waste thousands on replacements. Now, before you think, that's just another boring car maintenance video, hold up, because I'm going to walk you through real garage-proven methods, not the random TikTok hacks that leave your car worse off. We're talking about tested cleaning products, how to use Gumout high mileage fuel system cleaner, Liqui Moly injector cleaner, and even some ultrasonic magic that'll make your injectors look brand new. And if you stick around till the end, I'll show you a little trick that not only saves you money, but actually improves your engine's performance in ways most drivers never experience. So if your car's idling rough, your miles per gallon are dropping, or you've got that annoying hesitation when you hit the gas, this one's for you. Alright, let's roll up our sleeves, grab a wrench, and find out how to keep those injectors clean and keep your car running smooth as butter without draining your bank account. Section 1. Problem breakdown and why fuel injectors get dirty. Let's begin talking about what's actually happening inside your engine. Think of your fuel injector as the precision surgeon of your car's heart. It sprays fuel in a perfect mist. Not too much, not too little, directly into your combustion chamber. The problem? Over time, that precision starts to fade because of tiny carbon deposits, dirt, and even fuel varnish that builds up inside the injector nozzle. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Even top-tier gasoline can leave microscopic residues. Combine that with short trips, cold starts, or low-quality fuel, and those deposits start layering up like burnt cheese on a grill. The result? Uneven spray patterns, poor combustion, misfires, sluggish acceleration, and higher fuel consumption. You might not notice it overnight. It sneaks up on you. Your car starts idling roughly. The throttle response feels lazy. You start blaming the spark plugs, the MAF sensor, maybe even the weather, but in reality, your injectors are choking. And here's the kicker. Once those injectors clog enough, your car's engine control unit tries to compensate by dumping more fuel to make up for the imbalance. That's why your mileage drops like a rock, and you end up paying at the pump and the repair shop. Now, let's bust a common myth. Oh, I only use premium gas. I don't need injector cleaning. Wrong. Premium fuel can help prevent buildup, but it doesn't magically remove carbon deposits. That's like saying drinking vitamin water clears out a week of fast food. Doesn't work that way, my friend. So the goal here is simple. Restore your injector spray pattern, clean the deposits, and get your engine breathing right again. And trust me, once you clean those injectors properly, you'll feel like your car just dropped 10 years off its age. Section 2. DIY cleaning methods with brand examples. Alright, let's get practical. You've got two solid DIY options before we even think about the heavy-duty shop methods. Option 1. In-tank fuel injector cleaners. These are the simplest and cheapest. You just pour the cleaner into your gas tank, drive like normal, and let chemistry do its thing. The key here is using the right product. I've tested dozens over the years, and my go-tos are Gumout Regain High Mileage, Liqui Moly Fuel System Cleaner, and Chevron Techron Concentrate Plus. These brands aren't just marketing hype. They contain polyethyramine, or PEA for short. That's the real cleaning agent that dissolves carbon deposits on injectors, valves, and pistons. A lot of cheaper additives skip PEA completely, which is like washing your car with plain water and calling it detailing. Here's how you use them correctly. 1. Make sure your tank is nearly empty before adding the cleaner. That way, the concentration is strong. 2. Pour the cleaner cleaner in, then fill up with fresh fuel. 3. Drive for at least 20 to 30 minutes at highway speed. Steady RPMs help circulate and dissolve the buildup. Repeat that every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, and you'll never see a clogged injector again. Now, if you want to go one step deeper, option 2, pressurized fuel injector cleaning kits. This one's for those who love getting their hands dirty. You can buy a kit like OTC 7649A, Midivac MV5565, or Run Right 34700, and it basically lets you feed a special cleaning solvent directly into your fuel rail while the engine runs. Here's the catch: you've got to disable your fuel pump and connect the cleaner line to the rail. The engine then runs entirely on the cleaning solvent for about 10 to 15 minutes. It's a little technical, but the results are amazing. You'll notice smoother idle, better throttle response, and restored fuel economy. If you're using something like Liqui Moly Jet Clean Tronic or BG44K Professional Cleaner, you're playing in pro territory. These solvents literally melt carbon right off the injector tips. Just a word of caution: always wear eye protection, follow the pressure limits, and work in a ventilated area. Solvent fumes are no joke, and we don't want your garage turning into a science experiment gone wrong. By now, your injectors should already be running noticeably better. But for the perfectionists out there, let's go one level deeper, the Pro Shop way. Section 3, Professional Advanced Methods, Ultrasonic Cleaning and Bench Testing. Alright, let's step into the big leagues. You've tried the tank additives, maybe the pressurized cleaner, but your car still feels sluggish. That's when it's time for ultrasonic cleaning. This is the same method we use in professional garages when customers complain about performance loss and nothing else works. We remove the injectors completely from the engine and place them in an ultrasonic cleaning machine, something like the OTC 6550 PRO or Launch CNC 602A. Here's how it works. The machine uses high-frequency sound waves in a heated cleaning solution to create tiny bubbles that implode against the injector surface. That microscopic scrubbing action removes every speck of carbon, gum, and varnish inside and out. It's like giving your injectors a deep tissue massage. After the cleaning, each injector is bench tested. We measure flow rate, spray pattern, and leak back under pressure. Any injector that fails is either re-cleaned or replaced. The best part? You can actually watch the spray pattern on a transparent test tube. When all injectors mist evenly, that's how you know your engine's back to perfect health. Now, if you're a DIY fanatic, you can actually buy smaller ultrasonic machines online for under 150 euros and do this at home. Pair it with a fuel injector tester kit, and boom, you're running your own mini lab. But remember, for high-end or direct injection engines, I still recommend letting a pro handle it. The tolerances are so tight that one mistake can cost you more than the cleaning itself. Once your injectors are clean, man, you'll feel it. The throttle will respond sharply. The idle will settle down. You'll go farther on the same tank, and your engine will sound smoother. It's one of those moments where you realize, wow, I've been driving with half my engine's potential this whole time. Here's the takeaway, my friends. Prevention always beats repair. Spending 20 bucks on a bottle of Gumout or Liqui Moly every few thousand miles is nothing compared to dropping $1,000 on replacements. And when you start maintaining like this regularly, your car doesn't just run better, it lasts longer, performs stronger, and makes driving fun again. Because at the end of the day, cars aren't just machines, they're part of our story. They take us to work, to adventures, to memories. The least we can do is give them the care they deserve. So if you learned something today, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and drop your questions or topics down below. Maybe you've got a weird idle issue, maybe your car's drinking fuel like it owns an oil well. Whatever it is, I'll cover it in the next video. Until then, keep your engines clean, your injectors firing smoothly, and remember, maintenance isn't an expense, it's an investment in every mile you'll ever drive. I'll see you in the next one.